Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We are from Group 3 and today we are going to present to you our project regarding the Cinderella fairy tale. But before that, please allow us to introduce ourselves. My name is Kayla Talita Aurelia.
My name is Kaira Diva.
My name is Kirana Sufrita.
My name is Muhammad Mufid Mujahid.
My name is Fatan Alfi.
My name is Kendra Malatawa.
Okay, now I will explain about the orientation in the story of Cinderella. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a young girl named Cinderella. She was kind, gentle, and a beautiful child with the most radiant smile. Cinderella had a heart full of love, but fate didn't kind to her. Her mother had passed away, leaving her alone with her selfish stepmother. So, from the text, why is called the orientations? Because these sections is introduced the main character. As you know, it is Cinderella, and then the sections of Faraway Kingdom, and the basic situation or the background of the story. So basically, orientations always give the readers first an understanding of who, where, and what is happening before the real events or the conflict begins.
Next, I'm going to tell you the complication in Cinderella's story. Cinderella watched as her stepsister and stepmother prepares for the ball that night with such sadness in her eyes. She wished she could have come too, but instead, her mother tells her to stay home and do chores all night. When the night of the ball arrived, Cinderella cried by the fireplace as she wished she could have come to the ball too. And that's when a soft and gentle voice enters the room. It's her fairy godmother. "Why are you crying, my dear?" her fairy godmother asked. Cinderella explains her wish of wanting to come to the ball too, but instead was rejected by her stepmother. The fairy godmother smiled and grants her wish. She turns her rags into a beautiful gown with a pair of delicate glass heels. She also turned a pumpkin into a carriage and mice into horses. But the fairy godmother gave her one warning, that the wish will only last until midnight.
Resolution. The resolution of the story is that after the prince settles for the mysterious maiden with the glass slipper, he finally finds Cinderella. When she tries on the slipper, it fits her perfectly, proving that she is one he danced with of the ball. The prince then marries her, leaving Cinderella out of her life of hardship and mistreatment. Despite all the cruelty she suffered, Cinderella now kindles by forgiving her stepsister. In the end, harmony is restored. She finds true happiness with the prince, and they live happily ever after.
Okay, next I will explain about the reorientations in the story of Cinderella. And so, Cinderella was reunited with the prince and they live happily ever after, proving that goodness, kindness, and a loving heart could overcome the challenge life may bring. So, the question is why this section is called reorientations? Because it gives the closing of the story and show the final outcome of the character. Reorientation usually contains the ending, often with a moral lesson or a positive conclusion. In the text, it tells Cinderella is reunited with the kings and they live happily after, and it gives a moral message about goodness and kindness. So, those elements are exactly what reorientation does. It wraps up the story and leaves the reader with the final message.
In narrative text, the tense that is mostly used is past tense, because the story tells about events that already happened in the past. We can see this clearly in the Cinderella story. On this slide, there are several examples of past tense verbs. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a young girl named Cinderella. Her mother had passed away, leaving her alone with her selfish stepmother. The prince was hosting a grand ball at the palace. Cinderella hurriedly said goodbye to the prince and fled from the palace. The next day, the prince was determined to find the owner of the glass slipper. Cinderella's rags were transformed into a stunning gown. All of the highlight verbs, life, had passed, was hosting, said, fled, was determined, and were transformed, show that the action happened in the past.
Direct. First, why are you crying, my dear? 2. Don't worry, my child, you shall go to the ball. 3. Remember, my dear, the magic will only last until midnight. When the clock strikes 12, you must leave the palace and return home. And 4. I try. Why is called direct? Because the syntax are written exactly the same as the speaker's original words, using question marks without any change in the tense, pronouns, or structure. Indirect. 1. Cinderella explained her wish to attend the ball, but how her stepmother had been unkind and refused to allow her to go. 2. The fairy godmother asked why she was crying. And 3. The fairy godmother smiled and said the Cinderella rags were transformed into a stunning gown, and on her feet she wore daily glass slippers. 4. The fairy godmothers told her to remember that the magic would only last until midnight, warning that she must leave when the clock strikes 12 and return home. Why is it called indirect? Because the syntax do not use question marks and the speaker's words are reported or retold by someone else. The structure changes, including pronouns, tense, and sentence form.
Next, I will explain about modality. First, can is used to express ability or permission. For example, Cinderella can go to the ball with the help of her fairy godmother. This shows that she has the ability or permission to attend the ball. Next, could expresses ability in the past. For example, she could hardly believe her own eyes when she saw the carriage. This means she was amazed in that moment. Then, must is used to show obligation or a rule. For example, she must leave the ball before midnight. This tells us that it is a requirement she has to follow. After that, would describes a habit or something that usually happens. For example, Cinderella will always obey her stepmother's orders. This shows her regular behavior. Lastly, might express a possibility. For example, the prince thought he might lose her forever. This shows that the prince feared the possibility of losing Cinderella.
In this part of the story, we can see example of the degree of comparison. Cinderella often found comfort in the garden, where the birds and animals become her dearest friends. One day, the fairy godmother appeared and greeted asking her, "What are you doing? What are you crying, my dear?" Next, we move on to conjunction, especially coordinate conjunctions. For example, Cinderella's stepsister were excited and spent weeks preparing their gowns and practicing their dance moves. However, her stepmother insisted that Cinderella stay home and finish her course. Another example is that the fairy godmother transformed a pumpkin into a crate so Cinderella could travel to the place in the style.
Next, I'm going to explain to you the conjunctions that we have found in the Cinderella story. The first one is correlating conjunctions. It is a word that connects words, phrases, or clauses of equal grammatical importance. For example, in the story, but her stepmother was insistent that Cinderella stays home and continue her chores. Second is subordinate conjunction. It is a word that connects a dependent clause to an independent clause, which creates a simple complex word. For example, in the story, she was sad because she has no dress to wear. And the last one is correlative conjunction. It is a word that links two parts of a sentence, such as two verbs, two nouns, or even two independent clauses. For example, in the story, Cinderella was both kind and beautiful.
For this slide, I will explain the moral value that we can learn from the Cinderella story. The first moral value is kindness. Even though Cinderella experienced mains, unfair treatment, and hard work, she always stayed kind, gentle, and patient. Her kindness eventually brought her happiness and success. This teaches us that being kind can help us get through difficult times. The second moral value is forgiveness. At the end of the story, Cinderella forgave her stepsister even though they had treated her badly. This shows that having a good heart and being able to forgive others is very important.
And the soundtrack, first, a dream is a wish you heart makes, Lily James. 2, BBD Bobby Boo, Louis Armstrong. And 3, Lavender's Blue, Bert Ives. And 4, Bedtime Story. 5, So This Is Love, Eileen Woods.